Hi everybody, this is Mikini and welcome to our Thursday lesson for Ready to Work, the series that is talking about how you can go about getting a job and keeping that job after you get it. So today we're just going to go through and review our lessons up until this point. We have talked about jobs that you've had, jobs that you would like to have, and how you go about even finding a job. We have talked about your dream jobs. Some of you have had some wonderful ideas of jobs that you would love to have. And the question came up then, what do I do now after I've done all of this? Well, after you've decided that you want to work, the next step is to decide what your skills are. What skill set do you have? What do you like to do? We talked about whether or not you wanted to work inside in an office building or just inside, period, or whether you loved working outside, and that could be anything from doing lawn work or working outside on a road crew or just working outside somewhere where you don't have to be inside of a building. Yes. We talked about whether you want to work with little children in a daycare or in a day camp, or if you want to work with older people, because our elders need some help as well. We talked about whether or not you want to work with your hands. Are you good with tools? Or if you want to sit behind a computer and tap out things, are you good with a computer? Some of us are good with spreadsheets, and some of us know Word, and some of us can hammer a nail with the best of them. So we've talked all about those things, and you've come up with some ideas as to where your skill set is. Are you a good cleaner? Can you get out every little piece of dirt there is in the world? And that's nothing wrong with working with your hands or working cleaning. There are jobs cleaning in hotels. There are jobs that you can do on a cleaning crew in an office building. So all of that goes into our decisions as to where we want to work. Next, number 2, is let's see if we can find some applications. Someone said they wanted to work in like a Starbucks or Panera's. So what do you do after that? Well, you look online and you see what the qualifications are. What do they say you need to be able to do to have a job working in one of these coffee shops or in a restaurant? We found out that to be work in one of the coffee shops, the first thing they tell you is you have to be able to smile and work for that customer. And you know what? You're going to find that's all over. Making sure that you can smile and talk to and deal with, have a relationship with those customers that come around. And then they'll talk about on these qualities or qualifications that you need for a job. They'll tell you maybe that you may not need to know how to make coffee, but you might need to know how to follow directions. You might not need to know how to make coffee, but you might need to make sure that you may have to work a cash register or clean off tables. So read the qualifications. What are they telling you that you'll have to do if you're going to work at this place? And then thirdly, you're going to have to fill out a job application. And that's where we are right now, talking about filling out job applications. Now, there was a time pre-COVID and a long time ago where you could just go in and say, "Hi, I'm looking for a job. May I have an application?" And they bring you out paper. You'd probably sit down there and then you'd bring it back to the manager. Well, now a lot of applications are online. So if you were looking for one and you wanted to work at the coffee shop, you might go to that coffee shop's website and look there for employment. And it might pull up, you'll go and click on that and then pull up that job application. Now, before you fill it out, you need to know your social security number. You need to make sure that you've got full names, addresses, phone numbers. You need all of that information. And you're going to also need the names and addresses of the schools that you've been to, because they usually ask you about high school and any kind of post-secondary, like any kind of college that you've gone through. You may not need it, but they're going to ask for it, and they're going to ask for emergency numbers so that if something happens, heaven forbid, but that they would have someone that they can call to help you. So get all of your information ready before you sit down to fill out your application. Now, some of us have beautiful handwriting, so you might want to print it off and then write it out and then give it back or upload it, because that's the next step. You probably have to upload it on a computer and then email it to wherever it says to email it. If you don't know how to do it, get with someone that does know how to do it. Now, I'm going to say that I would suggest that if your handwriting isn't the best, how about you get somebody that can help you put it on Word and type it out. And then even if your handwriting is good, it just makes a extra good impression if you have it typed up. So after you get all of your information, please check it over. Have someone else check it over. It never hurts to have another person look at it. And then you move to the stage of sending it back. Send it back, upload it, send it, or put it in the mail, send it. Give them a couple of days and then call them. And after you do that, it's going to be up to them. But that's where you are. After you have found the job that you think you want to apply for, get that application going. Remember, you have to have all of your information correctly before you can send it back. Don't be ashamed to go to someone and say, hey, I just need a little help to fill out this application. You do that, the world is open. And don't just send back one. Go to different stores, go to different coffee shops or wherever you want to go to online and fill out as many applications as you want to. It's really good practice to do that. And who knows, someone might be calling you back in the next few days. I hope that has helped some. Join us tomorrow, Friday, at noon for our Zoom class, and we'll talk a little bit more about this.